what you will need: 1 tablespoon of sugar, 4 cups flour, 4 teaspoons baking powder, 8 tablespoons of lard, 1.5 cup of water, and a sprinkle of salt. Alright, add your flour in a bowl. And then add your baking powder, your sugar, a sprinkle of salt, and give it all a mix and kind of make sure it's worked in a bit. Alright, it's time to add your lard. So take your lard. It's better if you have a pastry cutter to work it through, because it's Bannock is kind of like pastry, so you want to be able to work the lard completely through. But if you don't have it, just use a fork like I'm using. It takes a lot longer, and you just kind of have to keep mixing, and you want to make sure that there's no big lumps of lard still in there, and it's going to kind of look like almost like oatmeal. Alright, when you have everything mixed, you want to start creating a well in the middle of the flour mixture. And pour your water in there. Make sure you pour the full amount. And then just start stirring it with a fork. Make sure that you kind of start in the middle and then slowly work your way out and taking a little bit more flour in, so it's not just one big lump of flour, and that's just going to be terrible because you're going to have big flour bits stuck in there. Alright, now that it's kind of becoming too hard to stir with a fork, you want to just start using your hands and mixing the flour and incorporating it just until it's not so sticky. You see how the texture here, there's still a bit of stickiness to it, and there's still some flour chunks in there. So just start taking it out and putting it on a flour table and working it with your hands and folding it. You don't want to overmix it, just lightly fold it, and you'll notice when it's a bit more mixed. Like now, after mixing it for a few minutes, it's kind of easier to work with, and there's no big flour bits in there. So just spread it out. You can use your hands or a rolling pin, whichever works for you. Alright, from this point you can either go one of two ways. You can take it as it is and just put it on a pan, or you can do what I'm doing, is making little biscuits out of them. It's up to you. Some people like the biscuits, I like the biscuits, but I know other people like the full slab of the Bannock, so they could just kind of break a piece off and take it and do what they want with it. So just start stabbing away. Even if you're doing a slab, you have to kind of make these holes for it to breathe properly. I forgot to mention that you need to preheat your oven to 400. So you want to cook them for 20 to 25 minutes until they're kind of golden brown on the tops, like the picture, and then you can enjoy. So you can do whatever you want. You can put jam on it, you can put butter, you can put honey, Rogers Golden syrup. It's up to you. Enjoy.